fight in that case. Took so many L's, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the J.
The coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Whip. Pistol. Shoot.
First carry for James Conner. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Under 10. 10. Check 4. Check 3.
Right back to Conner here on first. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Regular. Alert. Hurry.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check. King. Hurry.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will find Ridley on the left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set. 180.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Joe Mixon, 78 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies move that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Hey, alert, alert, alert! Bravo!
Third and long for Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there. And
when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Now Foles. On the left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down, Atlanta.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gotta get the quick. Get on the quick right here. Check three, check three, check three. Hey! He's down on the right, down on the right. Run. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we got tight right. Tiger.
There's Foles. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's 57's run. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's baby. Hey, I-7. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
What up, though?
What's cracking? Good. Trying to get a couple deals done. Come back.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I'm always getting better, brother. Always.
Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
I don't. I'll be expecting it now. Especially when I pop
on first down. Connor.
Oh, for sure.
And now running right through it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, if his lawyer not present, my nigga, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go get her. Go get her. And bring her over.
This is Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, exit.
I like my players to be addressed.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
He'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Won't nobody ever part ways with him.
Must be a reason for that.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Foles flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You was thinking Yannick getting that super bag, my nigga. 37M. You getting quarterback money.
Let's go.
Here's McKissick. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Alright, since you ain't trading none of these players, don't shoot me one of these draft picks.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Hey, alert 33.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We can make this trade then. Check that out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Tight right. 4 down. Real.
Here's Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense, they've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. He'll look to throw. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So, if you don't... You sure? Because I could...
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
What's the nigga you was talking about?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
What you want for this nigga? No, man, let me hold this nigga.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Hey, that nigga, he's a pretty good. I could build on a nigga like that, too.
You got a few niggas to battle with for that halfback year.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the 22, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looks like I had 9 hits. That's a lot of things for a corner.
Hey, on 133. Hey, Haywood.
Mayfield now.
He'll
rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Damn,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the
13.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You only got 5, though.
Check nickel. Pilot, 64, weak. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? 13.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 24-yard line.
In this part.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
If you would, you'd be able to hear that.
Alert! Smooth!
Yeah, it's pretty good.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore, 76 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there. He went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Grinding his teeth, nigga, waxing his fucking fist with his other hand, talking about, I just want to talk.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Oh! That was a great fucking kickoff return. Yeah. Man, simulation is so loose. It's so just loosey-goosey.
Green with a catch.
Why did I go for the hit stick? That's my fault.
Yeah. He takes it all the way down to the 3.
Fuck that off.
And big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'll try again with Dixon.
Let him in.
The stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Looking to throw.
Bro, what the fuck?
For the Buccaneer touchdown.
Run for me,
DK Metcalf.
I had a feeling I had hit it. I don't know how to
touchdown of the
reverse that
afternoon.
shit.
As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
God damn it, man.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline.
Oh, is that you, Jay?
Away.
Talking, nigga? Oh, shut the fuck up, nigga.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I didn't even know who it was, man, because his shit said it was a nap type. So I was like, all right. Yeah. God damn, man. It was not supposed to get. I knew you was passing, bruh. Go ahead. Go ahead and keep trying to throw that bitch to that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And
that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, I do. Very simple to recall.
Very simple to recall.
I'll tell you exactly how our rivalry has been. You jump in the league and you can Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, Connor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Won that game by like 3. We went to the playoffs, and I was like, I got this game. And you played me in the wild card for the division.
On first and 10, Mayfield under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
I don't think we played regular. I think the only time we played was in the Drew League. Like I just
throwing Mayfield, and he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Yeah, they did.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
I thought that shit was hilarious because you came in the group meet like where that bum cut the apple. And then that nigga commenced whooping your motherfucking ass.
To throw, Mayfield. And pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Hell.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded at the 20. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
You got B-Mac, McDougal? My nigga. Yeah, I'm playing with a 65 right now. I ain't in that league, G.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Now on first, Dixon again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
You were supposed to be in the playoffs. I was doing everything I could to get you in the playoffs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with McKissick.
No.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
mean, it sounds good, bro, but the one time you ran up against that computer, they fucking bopped you upside the head, and you ain't ran up against them since. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's the thing? Hey, they do. Nah, 100, my nigga. 100. They do. They do be cheating. 100.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Dude.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Yeah, you can. It's
up a little bit
taking
of
your L's like
there,
a man. That's keeping it a
in
bean,
this situation,
nigga. Not
should be in
fucking
no
quitting.
hurry to run a
Nigga,
play
fuck
really
this shit,
fast.
nigga.
Let the
I'm
clock
done with
wind
you
down.
niggas. I'm quitting. I'll show you, computer. So I'm gonna quit, nigga.
Here we go. Whining. Stop your whining.
You're not the first person to say that, man. You're not the first person. I know it, bro. I've been playing the computer for years.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They take
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that fucking pass. That nigga threw that bitch on the sideline, jump throw to the middle of the field, and completed that.
He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Completed that bitch,
shot
bro.
at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I totally believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
What you gonna do, Jay?
Sorry,
Make up your fucking mind, bro. This doo-doo ass simulation league. Oh, bro, gonna go for it. Hey, respect.
Hey, man, what you doing, G? This nigga.
One score down. Here we go. They're gonna go for it here on 4th down.
This nigga. All right, for sure. This nigga don't give a fuck about you or what you talking about, Fly. You know
the Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Ooh. He thought about it, though. Shit. He thought about it.
And Zerline
19 seconds.
Good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
All right, we got a ball game.
Possibly.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just
What
that.
the fuck?
And this is going to be
Oh,
intercepted.
this game, bruh. this nigga Baker Mayfield just threw it right to the nigga. Oh my God, bro. A superstar, X-Factor quarterback just threw this nigga the fucking ball, bro.
Oh no. Oh no. Nah, you definitely can take credit for that.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
That's crazy, bro.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! You don't want none. Jim! Here we go!
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Just whatever it takes.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game.
No adjustments, bro. That is...
they get face mask touches without you touching that.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
This nigga Baker just threw the game away.
I mean, he was under pressure.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
That was field goal.
I was going to say...
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away.
I didn't want to give him the win like that.
Short kick. Well, the up will take it down.
A light head. It just, I want that first.
This one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you want.
What did I say, though?
And fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it.
Simulation game.
That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end. But what a game all the way through.
I ain't even
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I said lit.
Oh.
Whatever blitz you was running. Yes. I said it was I can't believe that throw, bro. God fucking Lee. Alright, bro. That is crazy, dog. Then I gave up my own catch to DK. Uncommit touchdown to DK. I lost that. I can't even be mad because I put them in position to actually win the game with the shit I fucked up on defense. But it's like, damn, Baker, you gonna be inaccurate and throw the ball that far in front of me. The shit should hit my feet, though. Like, it's that far in front of me, nigga, and it's fucking 10 yards behind me to where that nigga can catch it. That nigga was for sure guarding the street. He was not guarding that post, bro. And I threw that shit before the pressure, bro.
And pressure was coming too, because we had about motherfucking 9 niggas coming.
Right, I knew he did, and I had 7 niggas blocking. 7 niggas blocking,
like,
3 niggas running
That
routes.
shit look like goal line cheese. That's what it looked like when we snapped the ball.
I'm about to go back and look at the play.